YouTube, welcome back to another video. And today I am excited. NBA basketball is back today, and I want to come here today and I want to share some of my thoughts, some of my favorite storylines, some teams I want to watch, and some of my predictions. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know, what are you looking forward to this season, whether it's your favorite NBA team being good or bad, whether it's who you have to win in Defensive Player of the Year, and what is your favorite storyline, like stuff like that. Just give me your prediction down below. So today I want to start off with my predictions. For MVP, I'm going to give it to Jokic. Based off of what we've seen last season, it was only right that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got the MVP for what his team did in the regular season and what he was doing just as leading that team. But I think as we come to next season, a lot of people have Nikola Jokic as winning the MVP, and same as me. I think we get back to our regular scheduling program where the voters fatigue is over and Jokic comes back with a better team that he has this season, and I think he wins the MVP. Now, if I had to pick a number two, I would go with Giannis. I do believe if Giannis could somehow get his team to win 45 to 48 games, that might not even be enough. If he can get his team to win 48 games with the roster that he has around him, I believe Giannis could win MVP, because that means Giannis is a hard carry for that team. Because if you look at any other team around the league, the discrepancy difference between the star player and the second best player is like the widest we've seen on any other team with a star player. I believe we're going to go with Giannis, and then we're going to say Miles Turner is his number two. And if you look at any other teams around the league with superstar, their second best player isn't that far apart from what the star player is. So I believe if Giannis can hard carry that team, I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis get it. But my vote is Nikola Jokic for Defensive Player of the Year. Well, no, let's go Rookie of the Year. We're just gonna get that out the way. I'm gonna go Cooper Flag. I don't know why I just thought about that. I'm gonna go Cooper Flag. Now, if I had to pick a number two, I wouldn't say it's more sort of a dark horse, but I really love what VJ Edgecombe was doing on the Sixers. We haven't seen a hunger like that to be great in a long time. You know what I mean? I'm just joking, but I love what VJ Edgecombe is doing. He's going to be a legit NBA player, and I'm not saying he's going to get it, but I wouldn't be surprised. But it's probably going to be Cooper Flag. Now, Defensive Player of the Year, I have two people. Victor Wembanyama is head above everybody. He's going to get Defensive Player of the Year, because that's just how good he is and what he does. He's probably going to get the next 5 Defensive Player of the Years. But if I had to pick a number two, I think I'm gonna go with Min Thompson. Based off of, we'll get back to Victor in a second, but based off of what the Houston Rockets identity going into the season is going to be, they're going to hang their hat on defense. It sucks that Fred VanVleet is out, but I believe, like what they've been showing over the past couple of seasons, their defense is going to be the hard carry for that team. They added Kevin Durant, who's going to be taking most of the scoring. But I believe if the Rockets are a top 2 to 3 defensive team in the league, I wouldn't be surprised if Min Thompson got a lot of votes. But like I said, it's probably going to be Victor Wembanyama. No matter how good or bad that Spurs team is, they look like the Spurs can definitely be a play-in playoffs team, stick their win playoffs team. And no matter how good or bad that team is, Victor Wembanyama is going to be the most dominant defensive force in the league this season, and there's no doubt about it. Sixth Man of the Year, I don't really have too much of an opinion for a Sixth Man of the Year. I wouldn't be surprised if Peyton Pritchard gets it, just based off of like him getting a lot of shots up again, with Jason Tatum being down, Jaylen Brown's. I wouldn't be surprised if Jaylen Brown gets shut down through the season, but I'm gonna say Peyton Pritchard. There's a couple storylines across the league that a couple teams that I really am looking forward to watching this season. Well, let me just say, let's go back to me picking. If I had to pick teams to make it to the NBA Finals, like I said, the championship, it's hard for me not to pick the defending champions based off of looking around the league and seeing what teams have added to their rosters. there's nothing that really convinces me that, oh, that's good enough to stop OKC. Now I do believe in the Denver Nuggets. With the roster they have, they look really really good. Obviously the Houston Rockets are definitely be up there to put a fight up. And if I had to pick teams coming out the East, I still have New York and the Cavs as like the 1-2 seed, but I wouldn't be surprised because like these are two teams we're talking about that I wouldn't be surprised make it to the conference finals and probably upset the Knicks or the Cavs. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, but I love what the Orlando Magic have done this season. In the off season, they added Desmond Bain, and that's really what they needed. They needed somebody that can be the secondary ball handler, sometimes the main ball handler, somebody that could come off screens, somebody that could play in the pick and roll, and somebody that could shoot the lights off the ball. Now, watching them in the preseason, they looked really good. Franz's shot looked like it's legit now. Wendell had a couple highlights. They were talking about Wendell, but Paulo looks like he's only going to get better and better. And Desmond Bain is like the perfect piece for that team. I know Jalen Suggs won't be there to start the season, but I think they'll be able to hold on until he gets back. And another team, I think we could firmly say that this is the best team that Trae Young has had around him since him becoming a Hawk. Zachary Richardson looked really really good, like the number one pick that he is. Jalen Johnson is back. Prediction: Jalen Johnson All-Star this season. If he continues what he was doing last season, I believe he gets an All-Star nod. They got Porzingis now. Double O is steadily getting better, and they got defense. They added defense when they kill, and the offense. They add a lot of offensive power, so I wouldn't be surprised. Those are my two sleeper teams coming out the East. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the Sixers because Joel Embiid looked really really good in like the preseason. Like he looked like he was a little bit slimmer. He wasn't hitting the ground as much, and he looked like he was moving well. Now I know it's just preseason, but I'm excited to watch Joel Embiid basketball, and because like that team has the most question marks. I believe we can all agree they had the most question marks of what they could and what they can't be. If Joel Embiid is healthy for about 50 games, they're a playoff team. But that can easily change if Joel Embiid goes down, and then they're out the playoffs. They have like the biggest like margin of like difference than what they could be. Of course, Tyrese Maxey is still going to be the amazing guard he is, but we all know if Joel Embiid doesn't play a decent amount of games, they're not what they could be. And then Paul George, we didn't even talk about Paul George. Paul George won't be there to start the season, I'm pretty sure. And it's question marks about Paul George because like he's getting older in age, and it's just like that team has such a big difference. So I'm excited to watch that team. And funnily enough, the Pelicans is another team I'm really going to be watching out because I love the roster that they have. Herb, Zion, and everybody, and Trey. Like it's just like I'm excited to watch that team, but it should be fun. I'm excited to see Zion back. I'm just excited that NBA basketball is back. The Lakers, we get a full healthy season of Luka. Low-key, I wouldn't be surprised if Luka wins MVP this season as well. We'll throw him in there as well. I say he's my number 3 after Giannis, but a full healthy season of Luka and LeBron, that's going to be fun. And another team that I'm really watching out for is that AD and Cooper Flag Mavs team, because it's just like AD is still really really good. Cooper Flag looks like he's going to be the number 1 generational pick that he's predicted to be, but it's just like it's those two and a bunch of great role players. And for some reason, I don't think you should ever sleep on a team like that because it's like they can surprise a lot of people. Obviously, Kyrie won't be there to start the season, but I think a team that's going to be fun to watch out for, and I think everybody should be at least rooting for them a little bit. Not the front office, obviously, but rooting for AD and Cooper because that is two good players and a bunch of role players can really get it done. But yeah, that is some stuff I wanted to share with you, some of my thoughts and opinions and my predictions and storylines that I'm gonna be watching out for. So like I said, down in the comments, let me know what are you looking forward to this season. and give me your predictions. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's been your boy George. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. We out of here. Peace. The NBA season is back, and I am excited.